So I guess you covered quite a lot with the sailing, just by because 2.5 years.
Yeah, we sailed from the Netherlands down on the European coast, so Belgium, England, France, then Spain, Portugal. So for you, that's that way, and then crossed the ocean. Well, first to Porto Santo and Madeira, to little islands in front of Morocco, but they're still Spanish. And then we did the Atlantic crossing from there all the way to the Caribbean. So in the Caribbean, we did not that much. People generally stay there longer, but I think we just needed to go for the hurricane season. So we only did Guadeloupe, which was amazing. What was amazing for me was that I experienced abundance. There was so much fruit. There were just mangoes, piles along the street, like one on the other and the other. And bananas and pineapples. It was just...
That's Guadeloupe.
Guadeloupe. And then we went to Dominica, which is very poor, but there was the same. People were eating mangoes the whole day because there was plenty of it. So I was like, my gosh, there's just abundance. There's just, there's enough food or fruit at least. There's just so much. Because they could not finish it. It was just rotting. So that was interesting to see so much of something that you really feel like, man, it's nature just providing.
How much is a mango in the Netherlands? Quite expensive. It can be at the wrong time, right? Quite expensive.
Oh yeah, probably on the I'm not sure what it will be now. I think mangoes here are $8 or $9.
Yes, it's ridiculous.
Yeah, I think So euro you need to divide through half a little bit more, but so will be €5, €6, I suppose. So it's gone up everywhere. And we left we left 8 years ago, so it's a long time.
Yes.
So I'm not really up on track on prices.
Yeah, I mean, like it in some places around the world, it's a novelty to have fruit. Nowadays, with the way that things are growing so fast, it's actually the norm, which is weird. You go to the supermarkets and you see the same variety, you see the same fruits throughout the year, which doesn't make much sense, right? Because there's no seasonal. But it's still, just to have access to that, it gets very expensive.
Well, I found it interesting because in the Netherlands, the avocados were always the same price. And then you come into New Zealand and they're cheap and then they're pretty expensive. And you think like, but this is the land of the avocados. Why do we have them all the time, same price? But here it's a seasonal thing. Yes. Yeah, and we're in the Netherlands, like everything is just there all the time.
Yeah. There's a documentary, I forgot the name. I think it's from that DW, the German channel. And they show an area in Chile where used to be like a forest. And then now it's like a desert, but there's like this square, like this big area, but all protected by security and guns where they're growing avocado. So like it's explaining how dodgy it became for the industry to thrive. They changed the water supplies and all that stuff to grow the avocado there, but they obviously ruined a whole community.
That's dumb.
Yeah. But again, the demand by some countries of having it all the time throughout the year, they have to keep up with that. Very dumb.
Yeah.
Yes. But there's the abundance thing that you're saying, and then you go to other countries and it's just Brazil is like that.
That sounds gangster. I want to go to a mango street.
And it might have been the season, because they have climate differences. I suppose they have a summer and a winter, although it will be always warm. Yeah.
Nice.